Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Table Talk here on 802 Scoop, located at 185 North Main Street in Barrie on this fine, damp, rainy, chilly day.
Not going to complain.
No, we needed
Yeah.
rain, but I wish it didn't wait till so long to get here.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of late to help the farmers.
It is late to help the farmers. And
Corn's all cut. I'm sure haying's probably done.
yeah, and it's definitely knocking all the leaves down.
Yeah.
Super quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick.
I heard there was some really bad wind and crappy weather in the southern part of the state yesterday. Knocked out power to people and
Wow.
all of that good stuff. And I heard that there was an earthquake, 2.3, in New York, and it said it could be felt on both sides of the lake.
Really?
Yeah, it must be you had to be really close to the lake.
Must
'cause
be.
I didn't feel a damn thing.
I'd be oblivious to it anyway.
Yeah, I probably would be too. We just think it was a train going by, right?
Yeah.
Rumble in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Just not blowing the horn. You know?
Right. No horn. But, yeah. What'd you do this weekend? Anything good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had breakfast with you.
Yes.
You and Barb and a few others at Tasty Bites. It was great. I had a good time. It was fun. It was, good cause. Michael raised some money, over $400, I guess, that he turned
Yes,
in.
he did.
Then I went to my grandson's baseball game up in Underhill. Mm-hmm. That was nice. It was right where you could see Mount Mansfield. It was really cool. They played good. They won.
Oh, so that's always great.
That's always nice. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but it was nice out. It was a good day.
And now, and they have one more game at Bondfield,
Yes,
right?
Saturday. This Saturday at 3 o'clock. It might get moved to 1 o'clock, but right now it's still scheduled for 3
I'm going to
o'clock.
cross my fingers for that it'll get moved to 1 o'clock because I really wanted to go. Just because I've been saying all season that I was going to go, but everything has been so crazy. I've not done
I'll
it yet.
check with Jordan a little later on, but
That would be super cool.
because I know they've been moving them earlier.
Yep.
So
Yep. But on, let's see, on Saturday,
yeah.
I'll be over at Gusta, the Calcutta.
Yep.
So I'll be over there for that. I'm taking my dad
Yeah.
for the Veterans Place Calcutta over at Gusto's. He's all about the steak dinner. He's so excited. He doesn't even, like I said, you could possibly win $3,000. He's still all about the
He just
steak
wants
dinner.
a steak.
Yeah, I'll cook you a damn steak. But yeah, that's what he's all excited for. So that's where we'll be. We'll be over at
Yeah.
Gusto's.
That's
for
nice
that.
you're taking your dad.
Yeah, I every once in a while I do something nice like that. Don't tell anybody though.
That'll be
Yeah.
our secret.
So if it got moved to 1 though, I could do both and still have time. Yeah.
I'll see if I can push that on.
Because the games don't last all that long, do they?
No,
Like an hour?
Not really. About an hour, a little over an hour, depends.
Little over an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe even I could do it still if it was 3. Yeah.
Oh, I know the guy. I'll pull some strings.
You'll pull some strings, see if you can get that, a guy.
Should
Yeah.
actually, we should have him come in Thursday maybe and talk about his award that he got.
That would be great.
I'll see if he wants to come in.
Come
Yeah.
in, sit down. Well, this Thursday, Dick Wabi's going to be with us.
Oh, that's right.
Mr. Wabi's
Wheels
coming
for
in.
warmth.
Wheels for warmth. So
Yeah.
Dick will be here with
Hey,
us.
we'll do that. We'll do Jordan another time.
On Wednesday. So on Thursday. So we'll definitely have to do that another day though, because I would love to hear about it. I would really want to know. That would be great.
Yeah.
I think anyway. So,
So I got to rest up for Thursday for Wabi's visit.
yes, and because that
Yeah.
it's going to be all about, Wheels for Warmth, which he is super passionate about.
Yes.
So he gets a little excited. Let's
think?
just say that. Dick gets a little excited when you're talking about.
Try not to bring up the old days having cannolis and.
Right. Oh, and that's he would even get more excited over Wheels for Warmth for sure. So let's talk about a couple of things that are happening in our community. one of the things, and I'm going to talk about this because we were just talking about going to Tasty Bites and the Turning Point Center of Central Vermont, and all that they do. So starting in November, they'll be offering an Open Hearts on Tuesday at 4 p.m. This group is for family and friends who are supporting someone who is struggling with substance use. We will provide a safe and confidential space for you to connect with others who understand and to receive support. This meeting will be offered hybrid or in person at 17 Air Street in Barrie. So Zoom or in person. And yeah, from 4 to 5 every Tuesday.
That's good.
I think it's good. I mean, I know I'll probably go. It's super tough to be a family member, a parent, any relative really, or even a friend. It's super tough sometimes to make it through all of it.
Yeah.
And not feel like you're, I only in the last few years have I really talked about it a lot. I used to hide so much because I was embarrassed by it. I didn't want people to know. And now I just say whatever. Yeah. They kind of happen with everything. Like now I just say whatever all the time about everything. And sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad.
Well, you still have some filters, but
Yeah, very few. Very few. I'll be the first to admit it. I mean, that's the way it is. I look forward to it. I'll probably go myself and see what they have. Yeah. But I'm trying to find this post that I just saw, and before I went on, when I went live, it is the hazardous waste pickup that's going to be here.
oh, they're having one?
They are. Why can't I pick it up now? I just had it. I just pulled it up. It was on the Town of Berlin's Facebook page, and now I can't find it. But yeah, they're doing a hazardous waste pickup, and I need to find it so that we can talk about that and give everybody all the instructions for that. Because
So the recycling.
now that it's closed down here, but
Yeah.
they're trying to reopen.
So is that the group that was down here, where Dollar General is now?
Yes,
Now, didn't they move up to Berlin?
they did. They're building a whole new
Okay.
facility up there, and it is well on its way, but not quite complete yet. So I don't know when. She didn't know at that time when exactly they're opening, but it's going to happen at the Eco Depot facility, open only for the event at 300 Granger Road in Berlin, November 1st, Saturday, November 1st, from 9 to noon. $20 per vehicle. And then CVSWMD, Central Vermont Solid Waste Management District residents only.
Yeah.
Proof of residence required, cash or check only, no pets, no garbage bags. Not accepted is ammunition, asbestos containing materials, dangerous when wet, DEA controlled substances, explosive fireworks, high hazard stabilizations, medical waste or sharps, poison gas, poisonous materials, inhalants, radioactive material, sewage or industrial sludge, and unknown hazmat waste. So hazardous waste. So there's a lot of stuff that they don't take, but there's also a whole bunch of stuff that they do take, and we've posted that list. It's actually on the page, and I posted it yesterday, and I'll keep posting it between now and the 1st of November, just so that people know what is and isn't allowed. Some of those things I would think is a no-brainer, but maybe not.
Yeah.
I can't imagine bringing fireworks or ammunition.
Well, I
but What do I know?
But a lot of people always
Right?
ask, do they take monitors, do you take TVs, do you take electrical appliances, small
Right.
electrical appliances, and
Exactly.
I believe that they
Batteries,
do.
different batteries and
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then there are a lot of chemicals that, the bottles and stuff that they do take. So, yeah. Um,
Paint? Do they take paint?
I'm not sure if they do or not. I
I
have
know.
not read through this full list. I mean, they have a big list of do nots.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that if it's not on the do not list and it's not a garbage bag,
Yeah.
in garbage, that they'll take it. So that's all I really see on
Yeah.
there. But that is coming up on the 1st of November, Saturday, 9 to noon. And that's something that people always flock to.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
rid of. I know I have a bunch of fluorescent bulbs that need to go.
There you go. Fluorescent bulbs. Yeah.
Yeah, from here, I mean, there were so many after the flood that got taken out and put up. There's a whole bunch of them. There's probably 15, 20 of them
Now
that need to go.
they're obsolete now, aren't they?
I think they
can't-
are.
I don't think you can
think
buy
that-
fluorescent bulbs anymore.
I don't think that you can buy. I don't even know. Do they? The new LED ones at least have the pins, so you can use the same fixture? That's something I didn't.
There is something that they can do. I know because when this first started with them doing away with the fluorescents and switching over to LEDs, we used to use Norway a lot for the city stuff. And, there's tons of fluorescent bulbs in the auditorium. And they did have at that, early on, some type of an LED tube that you just had to remove the ballast from the fixture itself, and then you could use those tubes. But I don't know if they still do that. I think you have to switch everything out now.
Yeah, which, I mean, that could be
It gets
super
expensive.
expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, every light in here is that fluorescent. And I
Fluorescence.
think a lot of the ones upstairs as well. So replacing each one of those fixtures would be a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Berry City School, Berry City Elementary and Middle School is Students on the Move is conducting a fundraiser to help fight childhood cancer. Yellow ribbons will be available to purchase in the morning. All proceeds will go to CHAD. Details are below. And so I don't really know. They posted this a couple of hours ago, and it just says in the morning. So, but thankfully, okay, here it is. On the poster itself, it says October 15th from 8:30 to 9 at the top of the ramp. So
Is that tomorrow?
on October, tomorrow.
It is
October
tomorrow.
15th. So you can purchase the yellow ribbon for $1. All proceeds will go to CHAD, who helps children fight cancer. And so, yeah,
Nice.
stop on over and grab a yellow ribbon for childhood cancer. Yeah. What are you doing Friday, October 24th? Do you know? I'm putting
Friday,
you on the
October
spot.
24th.
Yep.
Geez, I don't know. What am I doing? What
At
do
3:30.
you want me to do?
You could go to Preston's Kia with me and do trunk or treat.
Oh,
I already bought like a ridiculous, insane amount of candy
yeah?
and little miniature bags of potato chips and all of that stuff. And you decorate your car a little bit. I do not go overboard because I never have time to do, like some people are super extravagant. Over at Gusto's, every year they do a kick-ass job. They have like this theme, and they,
Yeah.
I think it was last year or the year before, they went as cowboy, cowgirl. They had the bales of hay and all kinds of stuff, and they like literally go all out. There's a couple of cars and trucks. Giroux General Transport brought one of their big rigs down and decorated the inside of that. And we're letting kids go up and crawl in and out of it, and it was insane.
Yeah.
But it's actually a lot of fun, and you see so many kids. Usually Michael will go down, and he, of course, knows every costume because he watches far too much TV. So he knows all these cartoons and all these things, and he'll say like little parts of the movie or something sometimes. And I look at him with three heads, and the kids look at him with three heads, but they take their candy and go, and he has a great time. But it's just a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of stuff down there this year.
So the Preston's thing is the 24th.
Yeah, it's the 24th. We got to set up by 3:30, and it goes from 4 to 6, and it's right at Preston's Kia on Gallison Hill Road, right at the bottom there. But it's a lot of fun, and there's tons of stuff for the kids. There's, face painting and cotton candy, and I think a bounce house, and just all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can go in costume if you want to, or you can just wear your 802 Scoop sweatshirt
Like
if
this?
you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just, I never dress up. I don't know, put my witch hat on, put my broom beside the car, and I'm all done.
Yeah. You know what? I think I might do that with you.
Yes, Michael, you should dress up as Ursula. I don't even know who the hell Ursula is. Do you know who Ursula is?
Was a sister Ursula when I was in Catholic school, but
Who is Ursula, Michael?
must be somebody that rides that unicorn or something.
Maybe. Who knows what movie that comes from, but something that Michael knows that we do not. Yeah. So, and as we just talked, Wheels for Warmth is next week, and every tire donated makes a difference. The annual event returns October 23rd through the 25th. They have certain drop-off times, and they also have the time of the actual sale, that you can go down there to Jones Brothers Way and actually buy the tires. But at the Granite Museum, it will be, let's see, 2 to 6, it looks like, on the 23rd.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday are drop-off
23rd
days.
and 20, yep. And then Saturday, October 25th, is the actual sale also at the Granite Museum, and it's from 8 to noon. And then also you could go to Casella Construction in Pittsford from 8 to noon as well, if you want to travel that far for tires.
Yeah.
But this is a super good event, and they make a ton of money, and they bring really cool like different equipment down there to rip the tires and do all sorts of things. So Nick will tell us all about it on Thursday. We'll leave it up to the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
He'll tell us all about it.
And what they do when you're bringing tires down, they have people there that will inspect them. And if they're no good, then they take them, I guess. I don't know if there's a charge for that. But, it's a good way to, if you've got some that you're not sure if they're good or not, bring them anyway. They'll check them, and they'll either take them, or they'll take them either way, but the bad ones they'll dispose of, so.
Yeah, which is nice because that's
They might charge you, I don't know, a couple
$5,
bucks
I
a tire,
think.
$5
$5 a tire,
$5
I
a
think.
tire.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Which is a lot better than having a garage do it.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Unless they're a sponsor and they're really good to you, Ruthier
What, Ruthier? Did you say
Auto
Ruthier?
Center.
Yeah.
Yep, Ruthier Auto
Ruthier.
Center. They were very good to me. Yep, when I had to dispose of my tires and all that good jazz, they took right good care of me. I had to bring it in. I don't even know if I should say this out loud. So it was 6 months out of inspection. Whoops. When I brought it in to have the summer tires put on. So I was having the winters taken off, put the summer tires on. It was way out of inspection. Colby also reconditioned it for me and did like an absolute amazing job. Literally, it looks brand new when you drive out of there. And as a matter of fact, I was going to bring my winter tires home but Colby wouldn't let me put them in my clean car. He was like, "You're not putting those in that car." He didn't care if they were in a bag or not. They were not going in that car. So I left them there, and they were there for a couple of weeks. And I had talked to Tina a couple of times and about other things, and we mentioned it. And then I said, just ding them. They're not any good anyway. I need to get a new set anyway before winter, and so just ding them. And they did. They took very good care of me. Yeah. Yeah. Michael says $5 for a non-usable tire for cars and $10 for the bigger tires. Oh, no, Michael doesn't say that. Linda Kuchar does. Michael's shaking his head because we don't know who Ursula is.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but thank you,
Shame
Linda.
on us.
Thank you. And then we have, coming right up, we have the Retro Pub Crawl on October 25th, 2025. It's $20 per person, and the first stop is the VFW at 11 a.m. up on Route 302. And then the second stop is the Canadian Club at noon. Park at Barry Elks and visit participating businesses: Summer Street Tavern, Mulligan's Irish Pub, American Legion, the Corey Kitchen Spirits, Gusto's, and the last stop will be at the Elks. So you can park at the Elks. But I'm just guessing you're not going to walk from the Elks to the Legion
Or
on 302.
VFW.
Yeah, the VFW. That's what I mean. Yeah,
that's a hike.
you're not going to park there and then hike up there. So my guess is that that's probably why it's the first step, because then first stop. Well, then in the second is Canadian Club, because you're probably not going to walk to the Canadian Club either, unless, I don't know, you're just batshit crazy. But get a designated driver and do this thing. Yeah. It's a super cool event. They've done it a few times now, and it really is a neat thing. And you get to go to all the different places, and they have different specials and stuff like that. So, yeah, good stuff.
Back in the old days, back when I used to drink, we did this a few times, me and our old Gusto's crew. And we called it bar golf. And we started at Gus's, and you keep track of how many drinks it takes to finish your drink, whether it's a beer or a shot. And we actually went from Barrie to Montpelier, hit the bars in Montpelier, and then drove back to Barrie and finished up at Gus's. But those were the days.
Those were the days. Yeah. When the pub crawl wasn't celebrated quite as much, but
it was,
well, not by others anyway, not by the community.
No.
Yeah. Sharon White says 101 Dalmatian movie. I guess.
100.
Oh, so the woman that I thought that was Cruella de Vil.
Oh. Is she talking about Ursula? So
yeah. I think.
101 Dalmatians was Cruella.
I thought that was Cruella.
Yeah.
That one I know because my kids watched it to death when they were kids. They watched that, Fox and the Hound, All Dogs Go to Heaven. I've seen them a million times. What was Jungle Book. If I never see Jungle Book again for the rest of my life, I wouldn't be sad. Yeah, some of those movies were like on repeat.
Yeah.
And oh my God. Oh, and Lion King. Yeah.
Ghostbusters was one the boys liked. Oh.
That was one that they liked. Yeah. And thank goodness my kids never fell for Barney. They never liked Barney.
Yeah, my boys didn't either.
Thank goodness.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to tolerate that. Karving for K. It's only 11 days away for Karving for K.
I guess I better get a pumpkin though.
Yes, you got to get your pumpkin, because we got to make sure that we're down there, or that our pumpkins are down there anyway.
So you're gonna have to text me these dates and things. So.
I will. I'll fill up your calendar. You can. Let's see. I got to read this whole thing again because it's like a lot. So let's see. 21 Red Farm Road, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, October 28th, 29th, and 30th. But you're going to drop off your pumpkins on the weekend before. So on October 25th and 26th. So Saturday and Sunday is when you're going to drop off your carved pumpkins with your fairy lights or tea lights. The fairy lights do last longer. But you're going to drop those pumpkins off to the 21 Red Farm Road. And then they're going to add them to this crazy huge display. And they'll all be lit up for these 3 nights. And
Yep.
I think it'd be super cool in honor of Kay to like really make this the largest kind of like pumpkin display in the area, in Washington County. I mean, how she would just be so happy with that. And we all know that Kate was a great lady.
Yes, she was.
And so this is an awesome way to celebrate her. And yeah, so get those pumpkins carved. Whether you're a big kid, little kid, I don't care what kind of kid you are. Just get the pumpkins carved and get them over to 21 Red Farm Road on the 25th and 26th.
And don't forget to check out the house on the street before that.
Yes, that's right. On Jorgensen Lane, and I was just pulling that up. So that is, Linda sends me the little links for it. Linda Kuchar does, which is really nice that she does that for me. But that is on Thursday through Sunday is when that is. And so, but every week, like Thursday through Sunday. So you can go and you can see that. And it's right there on Jorgensen Lane, which is when you turn up Richardson Road, it is your very first right-hand turn. And so, yeah, check it out.
Now, has the city posted anything? They usually have like the downtown trick or treat.
And they have. So Tracy has posted as well. Let me pull her stuff up. She has. And the employee appreciation dinner is coming up soon too.
I saw that.
Which hopefully all of 802 Scoop will go. I hope we all can go. I'm going to ask the girls and everybody and see if they'll go, because that would be really nice. So the Halloween in Barrie Trunk or Treat is Saturday, October 25th. And that, of course, is come on, over at Courier Park from 3 to 6 p.m. over at Courier
There's a
Park.
lot happening on the
Decorate,
25th.
yeah, decorate your trunk, hand out candy, and help us make this spooktacular community celebration what it is. So, and they're also doing the house decorating contest, and which is Halloween house decorating contest sponsored by the Barrie Partnership. Do you love to decorate your home, business for Halloween? Do you have the most ghoulish, haunted, and boo it, I don't even know, haunt on the block? I have no idea. But Barrie residents are invited to decorate their homes and or businesses and enter for a chance to win bragging rights and prizes as the best decorated in town. Families can use digital map and tour the town to see the different spooktacular displays. So the contest is free and it's open to Barrie residents only, which is city and the town. Entry deadline is the 26th of October. The digital map will be posted on October 27th, and then voting on Facebook October 27th through the 31st. Yeah.
Wow. Busy 25th of October.
I guess so. There's all kinds of stuff packed into that one day. And then, of course, the Halloween costume parade, that's happening at
Same day as trunk or treat, isn't it?
Right. So the lineup at Depot Square is at 2:30. The parade starts at 3. And you go from Depot Square up to Courier Park. And then from 3:15 to 6 p.m. Is Trunk or Treat, Courier Park, costumes, candy, and community fun. Yeah.
Now on Halloween itself, do they still do the merchants trick or treat? People go on Main Street to.
I thought that they did, but I don't see that posted right here. I'm pretty sure that they do, though, so we'll have to check that out as well. But I don't see that posted right here. Oh, yep, nope, here it is. You have to scroll a little further. Annual Downtown Main Street Trick or Treat, Friday, October 31st, 4 to 5.
4 to 5. Yep.
Yep. So we used to do that as kids. It used to be one of our favorite things to do was come down and trick or treat on Main Street.
They didn't have that when I was a kid.
Yep. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. So my kids, when
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
when I went trick or treating, we took our pillowcases and walked all over the damn place. I lived on Berlin Street.
Mm-hmm.
We go up Berlin to Palmisano Westwood Parkway. We do that whole thing,
Yeah.
and then come back down Berlin Street. Do both sides of the street. We do John Street. We do Railroad Street. We go all the way to the very end and all the little side
Mm-hmm.
streets on Berlin Street. And sometimes we'd have to call and beg for a ride home because our bags were so heavy, so full of candy. But that was back when
Yeah.
kids walked all over, and every house
Oh,
gave
yeah.
out candy, and everybody knew who everybody was, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
That was
Yeah.
that was like the same thing down where I lived. We'd go out and we'd go around and get a bunch of stuff, and we'd go back to the house and then put on a different costume and go back out around again.
Yeah. So I have so the gentleman that did the artwork at Yipes. Have you seen that yet?
No.
There's some really cool artwork painted
on the
on
building?
side of the building. It's actually panels, and it's hanging right on the side of. And I'm going to be meeting with, as soon as we're done here, Matt Denton. He is the artist that did this, and so I'm going to meet with him, and then he's going to set up a time to come in here and tell us about it and all the other good stuff that he does, and
Yeah.
the creations, and what made him want to do that. Yeah, super cool. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out because
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna
is
have to
really
now.
neat looking. Yeah, check
Oh.
it out. You just got to look up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's right on, like when you pull in their parking lot, right above the windows in the front area. It's pretty
I'll
cool
make it
looking.
a point to drive by.
And there's all kinds of, there's going to be some contests in regards to that. So when you go by, like, pay attention, start trying to pick out little details and stuff, because there's going to be a contest related to that Yipes is going to be doing, and we'll be promoting all of that stuff for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
So check it out. What else do we have going on? Do you know?
I don't know. Jeez, it's Halloween time coming up. That's it's always
Right, so
that's
we're
always
busy,
a big
right?
thing in Barrie.
Right. So everybody's super busy with lots going on, and the kids, and out
People
and about,
Finishing up
trick-or-treating.
yard work, getting things picked
Yeah.
up, put away.
Yep. Hack all the flowers down to nothing, and
Already halfway through October.
I have to Google all of that. I don't know what things to cut down and what things to keep and all that stuff. Like, I always have to look it up and see
Yeah.
what I'm gonna cut down to the ground, run over with the lawnmower, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad would just run it all over. Yep. Oh, summer's over. Run it all over. Rose bushes and all. No big deal. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's time to get all that stuff done, put away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually just had the contractor in yesterday to the house because one of the seals on the door in the basement, the rubber seal had come off.
Yeah.
Because the sill plate was a little too high, so it ripped it off.
Yep.
So I had that little black snake trailing around every time the door opened or shut. And so he came to replace that, made sure that everything's all, tight and good
Yep.
for the winter. Get all that stuff done.
Yeah. I got to get, I went up to camp the other day and started switching over from summer camp to hunting camp.
The hunting camp.
Yep.
Now, how does that work? Do you just bring like a deck of cards and a cribbage board?
No, I already have the cards and cribbage board there. They stay there.
Oh, they stay there all
Yeah.
the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, the poker chips?
It's just,
like,
taking, so I have an enclosed porch on it. And so it goes from taking the sitting chairs out of there, putting them away, hauling up I have a big, like, heavy duty plastic tote that I throw all the firewood in. So I've got the firewood right by the door. So you don't have to go walk out down to the woodshed to get it. I keep a bunch piled up on the porch.
perfect.
Yeah.
There you go. This day, October 14th, 2001. Do you remember the men of Maple Corner?
I saw
remember that whole
picture.
thing?
I saw that picture today.
So, yeah, I mean, I lived up there then. And
Yeah.
so, where some of the men took their clothes off in Calais on this day in history, a dozen residents bared all on October 14th, 2001 for a calendar called the Men of Maple Corner.
Yep.
The idea was that the tasteful nudes would attract enough attention to raise $30,000 for the town community center. The novel fundraiser gained national attention, and the calendar sold like hotcakes, raising over $500,000.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just think, all you counselors, and a few other men, the BADC. That's all you had to do was do tasteful nudes, put them in a calendar, and we could have raised some money for Gigi Newberry just like
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like, look how quick they made $500,000.
Yeah, that is funny though.
Like,
I saw the picture of them all
come
sitting there
on.
and they're holding the canoe up so you can't see anything.
That's right. I mean, come on. Wait, next time.
Yeah.
Next time we need to raise a bunch of money, I'm bringing that up. I'm going to go to city council meeting and say, well, in Calais in 2001, they sold these calendars and made $500,000.
$500,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, don't you think it'd be worth it?
Yeah.
And there's even their own city photographer, Shannon Alexander. I'm sure she'd take the pictures, no problem. we could raise all kinds of money.
Yeah. We're going to put you in charge of that, setting
All
that
right.
up.
All right, I will. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Why not? Could have been done and over with months ago instead of taking
Yep.
a whole summer to raise that money. Because what was it, like 800,000, 750,000?
It was, well, yeah, it ended up 750 or 775, something
Yeah.
like that.
Did you see the little varmint out in the back? Did you see the video I posted of the fox? Like, it was
No.
really hard for me to tell it was a fox at first
Out here?
because right out there where we come in and out, and it was not very happy because there's nothing out there for it. But it was
A
it
red
was
one?
just
Red
looking
fox?
around. No, I guess it was a gray fox.
Oh, yeah.
Is what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
I guess I couldn't tell what it looked like. I kept trying to blow up, focus in. I couldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it wasn't a squirrel. It was way too big to be a squirrel. But it just, to me, the head of it looked really weird.
Yeah.
Didn't look like a fox. But I don't know. That's what everybody says. We posted it, and the ruling is 7.2 thousand people have watched the video. It's been shared crazy amounts of time. And 25 people say it's a fox.
Yeah.
Well, there are a few that weren't sure of what it could be. But, yeah.
Well, a few years ago, we had a family of red foxes right up at Auditorium Hill. Mm-hmm. The back bank that goes down Seminary to Plain Street. they had a den right down in there, and we'd see, the little pups come up with the mom, and it was pretty cool.
Now, how do you think the the tours in the cemetery worked out this summer or this fall? Do you think that it was well attended? Do you think that a lot of people went? Do you think that?
Right now, from what I've seen and heard, apparently there were quite a few tours through the Granite Museum. There weren't very many that came through the city itself. I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to look at what they ended up with, but.
But do you think at Hope was that well attended?
There was a lot of buses.
Yep.
It doesn't matter because these people book way in advance. So if the foliage isn't there, it isn't there. But
right.
But the buses still go through.
Yep.
But the split, because earlier in the year we had the Granite Museum people come into the council, and it was when they were asking for their line item on the ballot for their funding. And at that time they said, we know there's going to be 90 plus to 100 buses that used to go to Rock of Ages that are going to come here. And pretty much it was just like a verbal deal that, they'd go from the Granite Museum up to Hope. And, one way or another, we'd both get some of the money from these buses that we thought we were going to lose. But from what I'm hearing, most of them have just been handled by the Granite Museum, not by the city, who in years past has had a contractual agreement with a person to do the tours. And I don't know. And we'll wait and see when the season wraps up what it turns out to be. But, driving out to camp the other day, I had 3 or 4 buses. I met 3 or 4 buses coming and going. And so people were out. They were out riding around in buses looking at foliage.
Yeah, when I've gone over to my son's, when I've headed over to Groton, there certainly has been plenty of people out and about. And of course you see the buses on that road too. And you swear the whole time because, you get stuck.
Yeah, it's
behind the bus up 302 around all those turns, and it can be super grueling sometimes if you're in a hurry. For sure.
These out-of-staters that come, it's a crapshoot, because like this year it was so dry, and that's what they're saying now. It was so dry, that's why the foliage isn't so bright, and so you sign up. A lot of people sign up for these things like a year in advance. Oh,
absolutely, absolutely. And I saw the and I think it's called Is it Dirty Rock? Was down there with cleaning.
Jamie Fontaine.
Clean the Denty.
Yeah, with the Calcanis. Yeah, and they did the bench, the Zanleone bench.
Oh, they did do it.
It did get done.
Oh,
yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's great news for people. I've not been down on that end of town actually in several days.
They did the bench too.
I'm sure people were really happy to have that done.
Yeah.
And I know that they had to wait though. That they had to wait to get permission from the owner because you can't have that on your back.
Well, and that's why everybody was harping, why doesn't the city just do it? Because it would be an insurance nightmare. If something went wrong, the city's not the owner of that.
Right. If a piece from the pressure washer got knocked off, or it's a chemical stained it, or something, it would be the city's responsibility, and nobody wants that. And the same for Vinny. I mean, you got to be careful.
I mean, he's been really good. He's helped us out a couple of times right up at Youth Triumphant too.
Yeah, when it's become an absolute mess. So last night we had a meeting. The Berry City Republicans meet at the Community National Bank, and it went really good. But sad to say that, thankfully they have a drive-through ATM there as well. But when you can get in. You used to be able to get into that little ATM like in the vestibule, that little room. And not anymore.
You
So the
have to have
ATM is shut right down. It's locked. No key cards work because
The card, you
people
can't
were
use your card to get in?
not to get in there. You have to go through the drive-through.
Really?
So that room is closed at night now because they were having so many problems with people sleeping, the needles, the urinating, defecation, garbage left in there, and they were having to deal with that on a daily basis. Picking up after all of that stuff. More and more, I hear that some ATMs aren't, when they're enclosed like that, they're closing down. They're only open during business hours, and so it's unfortunate.
See, I use Northfield Bank, and they have their ATMs right in the front of the building there,
Yep.
in the walk-through. But you can't get in unless, you have to use your card. to
Right,
get
and
in.
same, but it could be any card. So as long as you have a debit card, you could have a Venmo card, and as long as it's got the little strip on it,
Okay.
it's going to let you in.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate for sure that they were having to go through that. And then Claire is somebody who lives at Washington Apartments, and I met her a couple of years ago after the Heritage Festival. I think it was after all the flooding and stuff too. I can't remember exactly when, but I met her because I saw pictures of her. I actually took a picture of her and posted it, but somebody sent me this thing and said, this woman is down there picking up the park in the side of the road all by herself. She got these little grabbers in her garbage bag, and she had like a walker or something, or a cane or something, and she's out there picking it up. So I talked to her for a little bit, and that's what she was doing. She was picking up all the leftover trash, the cigarette butts, the lollipop sticks, and all of that stuff. She's picking up by herself. So Michael and I ended up coming down, and she did all of the park by herself, and City Hall Park, and we did both sides of Main Street from, City Hall Park. We went down to Northfield Savings Bank, went out and up the parking lot, and then back out and around. And it took us quite a long time. Yeah. But a big thank you to her, because I saw that she's been, but I want her to be safe. I worry about her, and I keep saying, please, Claire, be safe. And she says, I just used my grabbers, but she's been picking up the library lawn and posting some pictures there.
Needles?
And it's a shame. Yeah. Yep. Needles and garbage.
Yeah.
Yep. How many there are. Yeah, it's too bad.
I see people posting on Facebook and stuff. I drove by the library, and they're shooting up. They're sitting right there on the granite bench shooting up.
Yeah. And I know a couple of parents have commented lately. They had the teen night over there a couple of weeks ago, and I saw a concerned parent about the kids being inside and all these people hanging around outside, and being concerned about that. And so I really hope that something can be done about the whole transient issue, but I don't know.
It's
Trying, right?
It's like every day you see something in the police logs in the paper there. I don't know, it's like every Thursday they run those. And it's the same thing week after week.
Yep. So I cannot think of anything else to say except go to the game on Saturday. It's going to be the last one.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure that whether it's going to be at 1 or 3.
Yeah.
But make sure and just get out and enjoy while you can. It's not going to last much longer.
Nope.
We'll be
We're getting
cussing that it's slippery and snowy and cold and all that stuff. So,
And then all these little blurbs on Facebook. How are the roads? How are the roads? Getting sick of that.
I know. Everybody gets sick of that, right? They get sick of that question.
So you must be happy, because I've been hearing this noise that you've been waiting to hear in this room.
Oh, the heat.
The heat, I can hear it coming through the pipes now.
Yeah, it didn't want to turn
just
on
took
the
forever
other day.
the other
It took
day.
for forever.
Yeah.
And I think probably, I wonder if it was all the work we had at the end of the year last year, where they came in that early morning and were ripping out the pipes below, and it caused a whole hell of a ruckus here in the studio. But I wonder if it just didn't bleed right, or
I think that's what
there
it
was a little
was.
air locking it up somewhere or something. But yeah, it finally moved through
Yeah.
and is heating up.
Thank you
So-
for giving me a tour of the basement here. This is like,
Isn't it cool?
it's like going in catacombs or
It is
something.
super cool. And
Yeah.
now you can tell everybody that there's freaking windows in the
Below
basement.
ground level, there's windows in this basement.
There's literally, so
crazy.
that means that the ground level must have been the only level or the first floor
I don't know.
at some
It's-
point in time.
It's crazy.
It is weird.
I've never seen that before.
No. And there's beautiful archways, almost like if it was a bus station or a train station, or it is super
It's-
cool
yeah.
down there. And it's huge. I mean, huge.
Yeah.
It's crazy amount of space. And there's just some really neat things down there. But the crazy thing is the windows in the basement.
I've never seen that before. It's the only
Yep,
place I've ever seen
literal glass windows.
Yeah.
And they were all closed up. So they had like boards over them.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't see them until it was after the flood that anybody realized that there was glass windows down there with the panes and everything in them.
that. The closest I've seen of that is in City Hall on Prospect Street. There's windows that are just at sidewalk level, but they're still, above the sidewalk.
Yeah.
That's the closest I've ever seen. This is way below grade, It's crazy.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's super cool. We should do a live tour of the basement
should.
sometime so that people
Yeah.
could see how, I mean, it's really cool down there. It's a little bit scary too. I mean, it's a basement. It's like,
But,
But,
it's an old basement that's got like mostly dirt floor, and
yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty neat. So join us on Thursday. We'll be back on Thursday, and we'll be here with Mr. Dick Wappy
Yes,
to
we will.
talk everything, Wheels for Warmth, and God knows what else. They've gotten like several awards
Make
lately.
sure you got Hershey bars in here.
Yes, I'll make sure I have Hershey
'Cause
bars
I've
all
been eating 'em.
stocked up. I'll make sure I have them all stocked up. But we'll be talking about that. They've been getting some awards lately. I'm sure Wood can sneak that in, but there's always something going on down
Yep.
there. And he's a great guy, great to have in, super fun. And so tune in, check it out.
Yeah.
And so we'll see you Thursday at noon. And then the girls will be here tomorrow night at 5:30 for 4 Quarters with Lori Shepard. And then on Friday, of course, tune in for Right Side Up, 7 a.m. That's always a good show as well.
Yep.
So check it out. Yeah.
All right.
Anything else good?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm good.
All right. You have a great day, everyone. Take care. And I agree with Linda. It's Vermont. We get shitty weather. Be prepared. That's
Yes,
what
we
we're
do.
leaving on. Absolutely, Linda.